Interested in Pie in the Sky, the expansion for My Little Scythe? That's what I'm up to today in this video. I'll let you know what's in the box, but not just that, how it works in the game, and in my opinion, how effective or not it is. So if you haven't checked out my run through for My Little Scythe, please do so. I've got it in the description below. It'll be at the in-video link at the end as well, but it'll help you kind of understand the base game so that you can figure out, okay, is Pie in the Sky worth it? One of the first cool things that Pie in the Sky offers the base game is new figurines. You get to be the fox or the owls, and that's teal and orange, beautiful colors, that they add to the pack of all of the different creatures. So there were already 7 to pick from, and the game plays 6. So you can always have a really great variety, and before they were kind of just based on color, and it was just, oh, I want to play yellow or I want to play green. But now these factions are actually tied with airship mats, and these airship mats have a very specific bonus and activation or action that's associated with each particular faction. So now it's not just about color, it's about which of these groups do you want to play with based on that particular airship mat bonus. And you could either play randomly where you shuffle them all up and just pass everybody one card and that's what they get, or you can draft them. That would be super interesting where you get a pick of all of them. Maybe last player picks first and you go in reverse order. Or you could just simply select or just have, youngest player grabs whichever one and we just keep going around the table. That's interesting. That to me makes it just more than about color. It makes it about strategy and about really specific, unique actions. And that is by far one of the neatest things that it adjusts from the base game. Now, I will start talking about some of these airship abilities. There are tokens that certain players get that they place out on the board, and if they're in those particular regions or spaces, they get to do something or activate something. And that is pretty neat. Now, the other thing is that every character has a cargo hold, and what that means is this airship has now been added to the game, and the airship will fly around the board, and if it lands in a tile that has a gem or an apple, you get to hoover up one of those gems or apples, just one. I think in our first game playing this, every time the airship went into a space, all the other players wanted to take everything in that space because that's kind of obviously what you want to do, but you can only take one and it's just the apples and gems. It's not the quest tokens. You can't hoover those up. But that's the new thing too with this. You have this airship flying around and you put those gems and apples in your cargo hold, and for the most part, they stay safe. Because when your creatures are on the board, those gems might be at risk. Those apples might be stolen. You might get in a pie fight. You might have people's cards when they go on quest move your stuff out of your space. You might have a quest that says take something from someone. Sure, you lose friendship, but those you can kind of take. In your cargo hold, they stay very secure. Not 100% secure, but more secure. And so I think that's really cool. I love that there is this added feature when you roll the dice for your seek action, which you get an overlay card for, that now tells you you get to roll the purple die. Well, the purple die is the airship die. And then you get to choose, do I want to roll the 2 gem dice or do I want to roll the 2 apple dice? And of course you get the quest die. So you now roll this purple, and there are 4 sides that show a trophy. And what that means is you will be able to move the airship from its current space up to the amount of trophies you still have remaining on your mat. Pretty cool, right? Well, everyone starts at 5 now because this new expansion has the end game condition when a player gets their 5th trophy, not just their 4th trophy. More on that in just a little bit. So this could be 5 or it could be fewer, but then there's also a 6 on 2 sides of it. So a third of the time you're going to get a 6. And 6, if you look at the map, I mean, that can take you pretty far. You can go a good distance across the board if you need to really book it with the airship. So, wow. You get to roll this purple die now in addition to all the other dice, and you get to suck up extra stuff. Now, when you normally do this, you place out those gems and apples into the regions that associate with the color, and of course you gain friendship if you place a gem or apple with an opponent. Still love that feature so much. It really encourages you to be nice, to kind of be forced to be nice, to get friendship points. But then there's this new cargo ship that flies around, and you have these abilities that are based on the cargo ship perhaps, and it's just interesting. It adds an extra layer of strategy, and it also allows you to get more stuff faster. I like that. I like that so much. So the cargo ship and moving that around, and again, sucking up any apple or gem in a space, putting in the cargo hold, using it when you need to spend for a make action, for a trophy build, for a quest. Yes, hands down, really great. So here's the cool thing. Let's say I got this character. Notice now that this character has 5 trophies on the top. You now have 5 trophies because this offers the extra trophy for all the original 7 and then all 5 for the new ones. And you don't trigger the end of the game so soon and with so many ties. And I think that makes this game again better because you are now needing to accomplish 5 of the 8, not just half of them. And I know it's only 1 more, but it makes a really big difference. I don't think the game essentially lasted any longer per se. It didn't feel like it, but it just made it to where you had to work a little bit harder to get 5 instead of just 4, because you could neglect quite a bit. But with the 5th one, you really have to focus on more than just a couple of them. Again, really cool. The expansion also offers more of the power-ups, which is more of the moves and more of the makes, and they also pair really well with the new expansion components like the airship and like your airship mats. So I love the new additions. There are also a couple more cards for quests, and those do the same thing. And I really just feel like the additions here make sense and they make the game better. I'm going to say right now, yeah, I think you need Pie in the Sky. I think you need it because you get to roll a purple die, which moves the cargo ship around, and it allows you to gather more resources and be really cool and strategic about it. It also offers a special, unique character bonus that actually can be pretty cool. I love that you can keep stuff in the cargo hold, and it makes it just a little bit more secure, so you're not risking carrying around just a load of gems and apples with your seekers that are on the map. I will say that some of the character cards don't seem to be as powerful or as beneficial as some of the others, depending on what actions you're choosing. So take a look at all of them and see, well, which one do you actually want to play with? Which one do you think you could really use or utilize to its max? So for me, I didn't necessarily use my special ability, but I saw another player use their special ability really well in this game. So it just depends on which ones you get and what you actually do with them. But it doesn't change the fact that the cargo ship still goes out and that you can keep stuff in your cargo hold. So I think that just for that alone is fantastic. Then there's that cool special ability. So I think the 5th trophy absolutely makes the game. It makes it more strategic. The cargo ship makes it more strategic, and having a unique ability that nobody else has also does as well, which kind of amps up the fact that every power-up is unique and special. So if I get a power-up for my move, nobody else can do that really cool new move action that I got, and nobody can do the really cool make action that I get. And I like that. I think it just enhances the game and it makes it more strategic. So yes, Pie in the Sky, absolutely necessary for this game to be awesome and to continue coming out on the table again and again. Now I know you're probably wondering, when are you going to paint all these minis? 9 times 2 with these minis is too many minis for me to count. I would love to, and I love, again, that paint guide that comes with the game. In my dreams, maybe tonight, I'll be dreaming about painting these little cuties because, oh my gosh, I would probably then never keep them in this beautiful game trays box. I would just keep them out all the time because they would be so cute. So probably not painting these little cuties anytime soon. But if you have any cuties that you've painted from My Little Scythe, let me know. I would love to see them. Send me to the BGG link and I'll check them out. Thank you for joining me for Pie in the Sky, what it is, and why I really do think it should be an essential part of your base game for My Little Scythe. I'll catch you next time.